Kia ora koutou, rugby fans, and a warm welcome to John Sturgeon Park here in Greymouth for what promises to be a cracking start to the 2025 Bunnings Warehouse Heartland Championship. The season is finally here, the boots are laced and the jerseys are pressed and your West Coast boys are ready to rip in. Today's match couldn't be any juicier. Your home side, West Coast, taking on the King Country Rams in a repeat of last year's Lahore Cup final. And if you were lucky enough or stressed enough to watch that game, you'll remember exactly how it ended. An extra time thriller, 46-44 in favour of the Rams. It was swinging back and forth like a pendulum right up until the final whistle. Unfortunately, it was heartbreak for the Coasters, but it lit a fire that's been burning all summer, and today's their first chance to put things right. There's always something special about round one. Fresh faces, local legends pulling the jersey back on, and everyone quietly thinking that this could be their year. The countdown's over, the boots may be muddy, and we are straight back into round one of Heartland Championship. The stands here at John Sturgeon Park are slowly filling up with red and white, and you can smell the fresh coffee and the damp grass of the West Coast weather. And you know it's Heartland season. We're excited to be back this year, streaming every home game live with their clash against Warrapa Bush in round 4 being live on Sky Sports. So if you can't make it to the ground, you can still be part of the action wherever you are. Whether that's Rananga, Hokitika, South Westland or across the ditch, we can say a massive thanks to the team at Versatile West Coast for providing this live stream coverage. If you are in Greymouth though and you're lucky enough to get down to the ground, Rowan Mining are covering all admission fees for the West Coast home games. Before we get underway, I just want to say a huge shout out to the sponsors for making West Coast Rugby possible. Rowan Mining, Amahia Te Waiora Health New Zealand, Paroa Hotel, Fairhill Agriculture, Impact Clothing Apparel, Cochrane French Lawyers, Higher Paul Greymouth, Ashton Whelan's Accountants, and Westland Milk Products. Your support is greatly appreciated. I also want to start by acknowledging a man that has given more to West Coast rugby than most could imagine. Mike Connors, who has just stepped down as CEO after an incredible 31 years of service. Mike, thank you for your tireless work, dedication and passion to our game here on the coast. And while we're at it, we will shout out the other half, Helen Connors too. Fantastic job, the whole Connors whānau. You have been the backbone of this union for decades. Also, the visiting side, a shout out to Kieran up there in King Country, the CEO. Great to have your squad down here in Greymouth for the opener. But it's not just my voice you need to listen to today. I'm not flying solo. Sitting alongside me is the man who has been there, done that. He has got more turnovers on this ground than most of us have had hot dinners. And he is a former West Coast captain, New Zealand Heartland representative, and a great bloke. Alan Monk, great to have you here, Al.
Yeah, thanks, Nick. You didn't actually introduce yourself either. So, it's a privilege to be shouting this out for the new 2025 Heartland season. And for those of you who don't know, also who just gave that brilliant introduction was Nick Cumming, who has returned from overseas. He's being employed at the Greymouth High School, returned from Hong Kong, and also is a West Coast rugby player on years gone by. So I'll pass back to Nick.
Thanks, Al. Yeah, sorry about that, team. Hey, earlier today, though, we did catch up with both coaches to get their thoughts heading into the season opener. We talked to them about pre-season preparation and approaching that rematch of last year's epic grand final. Let's take a listen.
Dang.
Yeah, we've been lucky to hold on to pretty much all our guys and just build on that from last year, and the continuity should continue, and a couple of fresh legs have come in, and yeah, should be really good today, Chancel.
You're the back coach. I consider our back line is going to be pretty special this year. Any names you want to put out there that you think or you think people will see them for themselves? But there's some exciting moves lined up, eh?
Yeah, no, there's really lucky, blessed with some really good backs this year who can put things into play that I want. But keep an eye on Mr. Patterson out there. He's a little quiet assassin.
He's not that little. And forward play, you'd never kind of wanted to be involved in that too much yourself. But we've got a for a change, a good range of big boys, haven't we?
Yeah, real good pack, and sort of good spread of loosies through that pack. Like, it's not just the loose trio; they push all the way through the top 5 as well. So, there's some expensive rugby there too.
All right, thanks Ben. Have a great coach, and go and get those boys warmed up, and let's smash these coasties.
Gentle, cheers guys, thank you.
Yeah, great to hear the thoughts of assistant coach Ben Draper there. We'll now head over to West Coast head coach Jared Mitchell. First of all, Jared, congratulations on the new role, mate. You've had a strong start in pre-season with a 68-7 victory over Buller and that 40-10 victory over Tasman. What has pleased you the most about the boys so far this season?
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. It is. It's good to lead a team of some good men, and there's some good calibre of boys there. Pre-season's pre-season. You can read into it whatever you want, but for us, we don't read too much. We just want to get our combinations right. And in saying that, we had a good hit out last week against Tasman and 19s, and the boys come through pretty good.
Awesome, yeah, and it's a tough first up challenge against a good King Country side. A repeat of last year's Lahore Cup final, one that you were a part of. How much focus has been on the rematch versus just getting the season underway?
Yeah, it was 101 minutes, and that ball that hit the post on the 80th kind of broke us a little bit, but it was a hell of a fight, and we've had some good tussles against King Country. They bring an experienced pack with them. They've got some good players out wide, so today's going to be a hell of a challenge. And as I say, King Country are always up for the challenge, and we are too.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful day here at John Sturgeon Park, as always in Greymouth. What's the message to the team about playing in front of this home crowd?
Well, I said to the boys this morning about creating their DNA, and the DNA of the West Coast is to put on a bit of a show and have pride in their jersey, and I think that's what the boys will do today. And our first game to kick off at home is awesome and special for a few boys pulling on the jersey for the debut, and to play in front of a home crowd, the boys will be up. Trust me.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks for your time and all the best for the game.
Appreciate it. Cheers.
Okay, we are 6.5 minutes away from kick-off. The teams are finishing their final preparations here at John Sturgeon Park. It is an overcast day here in Greymouth. Rain is starting to fall, but it is good conditions underfoot. John Sturgeon Park, a force of West Coast rugby. Always tough for teams to come down here.
Yeah, it's always a long trip down to the West Coast, usually flying into Westport and then travelling down. John Sturgeon Park has been renamed in 2018, formerly Rugby Park. John Sturgeon, for those of you who don't know, is a local legend. He served as chairman of the West Coast Rugby Union from 1984 to 1986. He also served on the NZRFU Council and became president in 2009. He managed teams including the New Zealand Colts, New Zealand Sevens and the All Blacks from 1988 to 1991. He's been awarded the MBE, the ONZM and the Queen's 1990 Commemorative Medal. The park was recognised in the contribution that him and his wife Mary had made, and it's become a real force for West Coast Rugby Union, the Heartland Championship. The record attendance at the park, 11,000 in 1959 for a West Coast Buller combined versus a British Isles match.
Thank you, Al. And I can assure you, Al did not have any paper in front of him with that one. That was all off the top of his head. So fantastic local knowledge, Alan. But yes, John Sturgeon is a local hero here. He has given a lot to the game, and he is a running life member of West Coast Rugby. We will get an opportunity later in the season to catch up with John, so I look forward to that. The teams are just heading back into the sheds to prepare their final team talks before they head out to this round one clash. We can have a look at the head-to-head games of West Coast and King Country. These sides have met 15 times, with your local heroes West Coast coming out on top in 9 occasions. 6 losses, so 6 in favour of the mighty King Country. However, the last 2 occasions, including that epic extra time Lahore Cup thriller, have gone in favour of King Country. The largest winning margin by your local team was 56 points way back, many moons ago. But let's look at your sides for today. King Country, your lineup looks like Tom Ryan, Liam Rowlands and Carly Cornelius Payner in the front row. Ngatai and Takuha in the locks with Foot and Hunter on the side of the scrum. Maximus Dunster is your number 8. New Zealand Heartland 2024 representative Christian Gent Standen at 9. Import Jonty Stewart running the ship at 5'8". He has just come back from a season over in England. On the wings, you have Martai and Patterson with Malamosi and Nordstrom in the centres. Hawke's Bay squad member Patrick Headley has been released for today's game and he will be playing at fullback for King Country. The replacements, Robinson, Andrew Peters, Joyce, Griffin, Bell, Henry, Bara Vilala and Regan Gent Standen.
We've just got a few debutantes amongst that. We've got Renata Nata, Jonty Stewart, first 5, Rico Bell on impact, and Regan Gent Standen as well on debut for the Rams.
Your local West Coast team as it lines up in the front row, Tyler Kearns, Troy Toferi, West Coast's highest try scorer and most capped player, alongside Daniel Davis up front. Benny Valval and Arnie Gibbons will be your locks with Josh Tomlinson and Mitchell Gibson on the side of the scrum. High school old boys, Import and your captain, Gordy Lord, rounds off that pack. Jin Ho Mun, the halfback, works alongside Cameron Burgess to steer this West Coast team around the park. Wingers, Nathan Booker and Malako Kagi, and will be on the wings, and in the centres, the Samaki brothers, Naki and Issei, will be an exciting watch. The steady hand of Kiwi fullback Kane Parker rounds out your starting side. Replacements, Johnson Tapp, Tussi Seoni, Logan Winter, Jack Ray, Josh Burgess, Carlos Thompson, and the ever-experienced Sean McClure.
The debutants today for West Coast, we've got Mitch Gibson, the overside flanker, Jin Ho Min at halfback, Cam Burgess, he's all the way up from Dunedin at first 5. We've got the two brothers in the centres, Naki Somaki and Issei Somaki, and on the wing we've got Malachi Kagi and also Josh Burgess on impact.
Well, the boys are just making their way out now. The King Country lads are out in the middle and West Coast are making their way out. We are moments away from kickoff for round 1 of the 2025 Bunnings Warehouse Heartland Championship.
We've got West Coast slight favourites at the TAB over the Rams. So if you do like a punt, there's a bit of money with the Rams and West Coast favourites heading into today's game.
Yeah, we'll stay away from that one personally, won't we, Al?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, it is going to be West Coast through Cameron Burgess getting us underway any moment now.
Just speaking to Tim Draper, who's the assistant coach for the Rams. He was telling us about the training camp that went on pre-season. They held it up at one of their long-time sponsors. I'm just going to find his name there. At Trevor Johnson's station. And they got the squad together. The assistant coach said they peeled back some layers and really got to know each other. I'll hand you back to Nick for kickoff.
All right, our referee today is Will Todd. Burgess gets us underway, high down the middle. King Country taking it in.
underneath the top. Hold on to the camera. The top of the camera. Yeah, that's the one.
Puts it high. Grant, Steadon. Oh, they've let it bounce, West Coast. Oh, and it's in the hands of Dunster. Pops it up. Hunter. King Country hot on attack. 10 from their line. Cornelius Pina takes it. Oh, quick through the middle there, Ngatai. Spilt it. West Coast have made a turnover. Great start by King Country. Munn shaping for a box kick. He's put it back. Burgess finds touch on the 22. What a start.
Yeah, great start there from the Rams. They put a kick up and Kane Parker just a little bit unsure of whether to take the ball or not, letting it bounce, and King Country absolutely capitalising on that mistake and getting a bit of a breakaway. Line out to the Rams just on the 22, the West Coast territory.
Rowlands goes to the back, finds Hunter. Malamosi takes it in. Rolling around the corner, Ryan. Good carry. King Country, there's a big side. They're going to be getting to work here. There's Stewart. Wide through Ngatai. Plenty of phases here, King Country. Good defence by West Coast. A pop. Pokes his head through. About 20 out now. Going wide here. This is good defence by the West Coast team. Back open. That's Foot. Pressure building here. Good phases by your King Country team. Pops it out the side. Patterson. Good control here, not panicking. Jen Steadon running the ship here. There's your captain, Rowlands. Quick ball. Rolling around the corner, that's Hunter. Jen Steadon goes himself, finds Rowlands. Stewart spreading it wide now. They got numbers out wide. That's Logan Patterson. Has he gone over?
He's calling a penalty. Referee. Offside, I think he's saying.
He has. I think he's classed that as a knock on in goal, and it looks like it is going to be a goal line dropout to West Coast.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened there, but the Rams hot on attack and West Coast managing to hold on in defence.
Yeah, that was great defence by Malachi Kagi. Burgess through the middle. Over the far side. Keeping the ball alive, King Country. Headley, the Hawke's Bay squad member. Continuing to build phases. This is good control by Christian Gent Steadon. West Coast defence holding strong.
5 minutes into the game and West Coast not even touching the ball yet. Great attack from the Rams so far.
Yeah, they're controlling possession well here. That's a big shot by West Coast. Mitchell Gibson. Penalty given, high tackle. Lots of pressure here. King Country hot on attack.
Yeah, they are. They're really controlling the ball well. Good hit there by Mitchell Gibson, number 7, there for West Coast. Trying to rally the troops. Looks like that the Rams are going to take a shot at goal.
They are indeed, and it looks like Christian Gent Steadon might be stepping up to the plate for King Country. Wow, what a start, King Country. West Coast just letting that high ball go, letting it bounce, and we all know what happens when we're letting those box kicks bounce. It's anyone's ball, and ever since that moment, they have been hot on attack. So West Coast might take this as a good opportunity to get back down their own end.
Yeah, I think so. If they walk away with this with only 3 points down, I think they'll be counting themselves lucky, West Coast. King Country looking like they're really going to take it to them up front. They've got some big forwards. I saw them warming up beforehand. and number 9 Christian Gent Stanton to centre, controlling them well there.
He's pushed it to the left there. John Stewart, so it'll be a 22 restart for West Coast. What are they going to look to do here, Al? Go deep and long?
I think they got a bit of a get out of a jail free there. They want to get some territory back, so I'd be looking to go deep.
Burgess, he does just that, right down the centre. Halfway, oh there we go, the big number 8, Maximus Dunster. And West Coast have the turnover. Fantastic work. Who is that?
Mitchell. Looks like the tapping on the back, Mitchell Gibson, I think.
Mitchell Gibson, that's 2 big plays already in the first 5 minutes by Mitchell Gibson. And that is a much needed turnover by the West Coast lads.
Yeah, that was a great bit of defensive play there.
Burgess puts it out on about the 40. So West Coast's first chance at attack here.
Yeah, they've got a good attacking line out here. It'll be the West Coast first opportunity. They looks like they're going short line out to the back.
Tofety does just that to the back. Burgess out wide. The captain Lloyd carries hard. Munn steering the ship. Back the short side. Burgess finds Gibson inside. Good carry. Up to the 22 West Coast. Gibbons. Samaki. The excitement of the Samaki brothers. Essay. Samaki. Toferi. Booker cuts back inside. 10 out. Coming to the back. Slow ball. Back short side. There's Toferi. Released. Munn. Finds your captain Lloyd. Strong carries. That's Gibbons. Hard to stop. It looks like he's lost it. Turnover. It's going to come out on the King Country side. Gent steered and goes long, but he hasn't found touch. Burgess returns. Carrying hard up to the 22. He goes wide. He finds Kagi. And Malachi Kagi over in the corner. West Coast. It has been all King Country. They get a sniff, and they are going to take a 5-point lead. Oh, Monk.
Absolutely outstanding. Off the run of play there. Unfortunately, Arnold Gibbons ran up and got turned over. A poor kick clearance from King Country, and Cameron Burgess managed to capitalise. Huge pass out wide, find his winger, try in the corner for West Coast.
Yes, let's take a look. That is a great return by Cameron Burgess. Finds that King Country chase. They were searching on that short side, King Country. Burgess exploits it. And he finds the Blaketown boy, Malachi Kagi, over in the corner.
Yeah, I think Kagi's, he must be a third generation Blake Street, Blaketown boy, I think, mate, by the looks of things.
Born and bred.
But yeah, outstanding play from West Coast. It just goes to show you they do have a really good attacking strike force there, because it was their only attacking opportunity there and they've capitalised on it. So great play from West Coast.
Yeah, Burgess pushes that one wide, so it will remain at 5-0 to West Coast after 9 minutes. They haven't had much ball, but boy, when they had it, they looked exciting, Alan.
Yeah, Troy Tolfooty again, the journeyman, taking it up, recycling the ball well through Jin Ho Man as well. He's playing good at the halfback.
John Stewart gets us back underway. Burgess, plenty of time. And that's a great clearance up to the 40.
Looks like it's Rams ball there, 10 metres inside West Coast territory.
Yeah, that was a bit of a gift there for Cameron Burgess. Not much of a chase by King Country. They chose to go long. But it does allow their strong set piece to set the foundation here. Rowlands. Slight misthrow. Tolfooty getting through there, disturbing things, as well as Munn. On the halfway, there's their captain Rowlands again. Tofely over the ball.
I'm just going to say it like this.
But he's been deemed off his feet, so they're playing under advantage here, King Country. There's Takahu taking it over halfway. And referee Will Todd has brought it back for a penalty around 49 out right in front. What are they going to do here?
Yeah, they're looking to their captain, their first five, Johnny Stewart, just weighing up options there. Looks like there is a slight breeze in King Country favour at the moment. He's going to take a shot there. Yeah, I see that the number 8 Maximus Dunster, who's taking it hard, by all accounts his uncle, Aaron Dunster, who I think both you and I have played against, Nick, fierce man at number 8 as well for the King Country.
Yeah, they have plenty of strong men bred up there in the heartland of King Country, North Island. But I'll just take a moment as well to acknowledge Cody Nornstorm, who was a Chiefs squad member last year, and he's come back into this King Country side after spending last season at the Two Blues over in the Soot Shield in New South Wales. Here we are, 49 out right in front. Jonty Stewart lines this one up. He's got the distance and he's got the accuracy. That is a fantastic kick by Jonty Stewart. Slight breeze at his back, but he has brought King Country onto the board after 11 and a half minutes. West Coast lead 5-3.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic kick there from Jonty Stewart on debut.
Burgess, he goes long. Gent stranded, doesn't find touch again. Parker finds the midfield. There's your try scorer, Kagi. Shaping to kick. Not being the good Blaketown boy, he takes contact. Munn. Toferi. The experienced man. Wide, that's Davies. Over halfway, loose ball. Picked up by King Country. They've got the speed. That's Patrick Headley leading the chase. Down in the corner. Picks it up, and that is a try to Patrick Headley and King Country. Taking the opportunity.
Yeah, they really are. West Coast, just some loose carrying amongst their forwards there. Not quite placing the ball properly. Ball loose, no one back for West Coast. And yeah, the Rams just capitalising on another West Coast mistake.
Yeah, as you could see there in that fantastic replay shot, the speed of Patrick Headley. As I mentioned earlier, he is a Hawke's Bay squad member this year. He has been released for this game, and he will be looking to convert his own try about one in from touch. Right in front of us here.
Yeah. West Coast just found lapping there. There was no one back. And a beautiful kick there from the Rams there, just to put them chasing and no one home. So Rams capitalised.
Good strike. Oh, it's hit the upright. Fantastic kick. Unlucky, Patrick Headley. The scores will remain King Country 8, West Coast 5. Coming up to 14 minutes of this first half of the round 1 Bunnings Warehouse Heartland Championship fixture. So a little bit of a tactic by both teams. Seem to be going long off the kickoff. Burgess. This one contestable. King Country take it in. That's a good tackle there by Valval. Box kick. Gene Standen. Good take by Burgess. Tried to hold him up there. Supported by Parker. Oh, straight through the middle. Toferi finds Davis. The front rowers. The athleticism of them. West Coast going wide. Through Gibbons. Same way. Samaki. Issei Samaki. Strong carry. He's a player to watch this one. Kearns. Tofuri. Samaki. Tomlinson out wide. Kagi throws the dummy. Looking exciting. Samaki goes himself. Munn steadies the ship. The big boys getting to work now. Munn finds Gibson. He's had a strong start to this game. Short ball, Tofuri. Tomlinson. Munn, short side again, Samaki. West Coast holding the ball well, building pressure. Tofuri again. West Coast top try scorer looking for another. The vice captain Tomlinson, that's knocked down. Oh, and referee Will Todd has deemed a knock on by West Coast. Exciting passage of play there, Al.
Yeah, I just don't know about that call there from referee there. It looked like it was a knock-on in West Coast's favour, but unsure there. Anyway, Tofuri absolutely having a great game there, leading one up the front there and then breaking away with Daniel Davis there. He's really leading from the front, Troy.
Yeah, he's an experienced head. Don't know how long he's been around for, but some say 20-odd years, Troy Tofuri in this West Coast Heartland side. First 5, Josh Burgess just taking a knee there. But I tell you who has impressed me to start this game, Alan. Mitch Gibson.
Yeah, absolutely. Strong tackling, good turnovers. His support play is fantastic. And he's really looking for that offload from the centres there, the Samaki brothers. They're really holding the ball up well on the tackle. If West Coast can get around those players there, they'll soon find some breaks.
Yeah, the Samaki brothers look like they're going to be an exciting pair to watch this season. King Country, 10 out from their own line. Jen Stearden finds Stewart. Stewart finds touch past halfway. That's a fantastic kick. That's going to take them right down to the 40.
Yeah, Cameron Burgess just adding huge value there to the Rams side, getting them out of trouble when they need to.
It's a 50. No, it's not a 50-22. I was looking at that. So it's going to be a West Coast throw. Tofuri. We're looking for his big man, Arnie Gibbons. And that's exactly who he's gone for, but he's tipped it forward onto the King Country side. They march in 30 out from their line. Jen Stearden finds the big man Ryan. Kagi looking to disrupt things in there. King Country marching into their 22. That's Ngatai. Going wide. I found space on this right-hand side again. Patterson pops it in. Has it gone forward? They maintain possession. Good scramble D by the West Coast boys. King Country tip through the middle. That's Takahu. And again, the big boy Ryan. Couple of good carries from him. Working their way up right in front of the sticks here. Good composure. That's good defense by Kagi. Puts the pressure on. And he has forced the knockout. Malachi Kagi coming in, coming off his wing, but disrupting things. And West Coast get the turnover.
West Coast defence there, absolutely outstanding. But the King Country pack, they just seem to be working very well off the halfback there, Christian Gent Stanton, and then tipping it on and setting up some really good gameplay there. So,
Christian Gent Stanton, the 2024 New Zealand Heartland halfback, great experience, fantastic player. He was given a shout out by Chainsaw, the life member up there in King Country, as a player to watch, and he has been leading this King Country side, controlling things. First scrum goes down.
Was this the first scrum of the game?
This is West Coast's first scrum. King Country did have one down their end.
So an exciting game so far. Both teams recycling ball. Good expansive rugby.
Yeah, a couple of big packs. King Country have a couple of big boys in there, but a very experienced West Coast front row. Both Tyler Kearns and Troy Tofity, former New Zealand Heartland representatives. And they've got the penalty.
Yeah, they'll appreciate this. Getting out of their 22.
Yeah, they'll be looking to Burgess to put one down.
Yeah, no, wide.
Here he will be kicking into a slight breeze.
That's the other way around, though.
And he finds touch up around the halfway. That's a good kick by Burgess.
Okay, good.
Sorry, that's the 40.
We just got to watch our movement.
Coast looking to keep the ball in hand here.
Got to keep our feet.
The exciting backs of the Samaki brothers. And someone else who has really impressed me so far is Malachi Kagi. Tofity. Good throw. Here is Naki Samaki. Munn shaping for a box kick.
So you follow.
Goes high.
You need to have 2, Joe.
Looks like a knock on from West Coast.
Okay.
Advantage King Country. They keep the ball in hand. Both sides liking to run from this midfield. There's the big boy. A couple of strong carries already by Ryan.
So what's it done? No.
Short side.
It's the sun's come out.
It's Natai. Good foot.
Strong defence from West Coast.
Great defence. That's Davis in there. King Country looking to go back, but the Coast boys are pushing them back. What are they going to do here? Here's the fullback, Headley. Struggling to make inroads on this West Coast defence. Ryan again, shows and goes. Gets up over halfway. West Coast looking to counter-ruck through Tomlinson. Good footwork there by Foot. Finally, Stewart says, I've had enough, let's get it out of here. But is it a touch too long? Yes. And Burgess takes the mark.
He's going to kick it.
Great defence by the West Coast team there, just pushing King Country back and leading to maybe a somewhat miscued kick there by Burgess. By Stewart, and Burgess taking the mark with the free exit.
Yeah, some strong running there from Tom Ryan. Really getting the Rams over the advantage line. Their forwards are punching through the West Coast defence, but the West Coast defence just starting to hold, and I think the Rams got a little bit frustrated there, kicked the ball away, but they've got back possession just 5 metres inside West Coast territory.
Here's Rowlands. Just sorting out their numbers in the line out. West Coast calling in Tyler Kearns. Oh, long throw. Munn pounces. Chips, no one's back there. Collects. Knock on. King Country get the ball back. Through Stewart, but he can't find touch. Here's Burgess again. He's been exciting. Tofity. Parker. Let's see what he can do. Get in it wide. Samaki. That's Malachi. Munn finds Tofity. Tips it on. Kearns. Strong defence by King Country. Davis. Good skills. Arnie Gibbons. Carrying up to the 40. West Coast going side to side here. Burgess. Naki Samaki. Short side. Tofity. The show and go. And they're going to come back for a high shot. 40 out, 15 in from touch. It's good signs for West Coast.
Yeah, Jinho Munn there, just pouncing on a loose Rams throw there. He's really impressed me, Jinho Munn, out of the Kiwi club, playing at halfback there. He's just telling the boys to settle down, So he's got this under control, and he's really getting that ball out fast and giving recycled pill to the West Coast team.
Yeah, he's an experienced player, Jin Ho Mun. Don't quote me on this, but I hear he was part of the South Korean 7 setup, and he's also spent a little bit of time in the MRL, but he is back in Hokitika, playing out of the Kiwi club, and he's had a great season.
What's the MRL? You know?
That is the American Major League Rugby. You would have been there back in your day, Al, but times have changed since your retirement. West Coast driving in hard. Tofuri had it at the back. Munn trying to clear, and King Country have come through. You cannot do that. You cannot take the 9 out.
And that's one of the new rules that have been brought in for the 2025 season. The scrum halves are protected, so no playing the opponent, taking the ball from the ruck, a scrum or the maul. So making for a clean out game.
Come back to me, actually.
Yes, I was always voting for the first 5 to be protected back in my day. But luckily for me, I had a bloke called Brad Houston who used to do that for me.
Yeah, and Brad Houston was good at that, off the field as well, protection.
Tofuri sets up the maul. West Coast, the big men going to work. It's at the back. Tofuri looking for another. Driving still. Munn's calling for it. And it's been caught up in there. The ball was floating at the back. Munn couldn't get it out. And King Country, fantastic counter mauling. And they are forced to turnover.
Yeah, that's great scramble defence there from the Rams. The forwards are playing really well, actually, for King Country. Seem to be attacking well and defending well. So West Coast will be disappointed that they didn't come away with points here, opting for the corner rather than going for 3 points.
Yeah, they backed their maul, and rightly so. Troy Tofuri is West Coast's highest try scorer, and I can guarantee you 99% of those have come off the back of a maul. The other 1%, I'm sure Troy will tell you, the famous show and go out on the edge. First scrum goes down. This King Country side is a similar team to last year's Lahore Cup final. They have been together for a couple of years now, and it is showing in their gameplay. They are working well. They seem well structured and very confident with Gent Stearden running the ship well.
Yeah, I just talked to the coaches before the game, and they said that they had a really good time up at Trevor Johnson's station. Good thanks to Digby and Michelle, who put it all together. And as I said, they did some team bonding. Maybe a little bit too intimate that some of them would have wanted. They had dinner in a wool shed, and it's set the foundation for their season going forward.
Yeah, that's Heartland Rugby at its finest. King Country have secured a penalty there, so it will be Headley looking, rather Stewart looking to get them out of their own end. He has only managed to put them just past the 22.
Looks like a pretty good crowd down at John Sturgeon Park today. What do you think there would be, mate? 10,000? Oh no, sorry, 1,000 people here, would there?
Yeah, well, 10,000, 1,000. I will tell you that we are stuck inside a van commentating this off fantastic monitors. But King Country have put it out over the halfway, 55 out from their own line.
And thanks to the 400 people that are watching us here on the live stream. Nick, it's a pleasure being back and stuck in a van with you, mate, calling this game.
It is, Al. When you retired back in 2016, I thought I would have had no more interactions with you down here at John Sturgeon Park, but here we are. West Coast, a little bit scrappy. Tomlinson, out of the Wests club. Geez, Wests have come a long way in the last few seasons. A real powerhouse of West Coast rugby now.
Yeah, taking the final this year in the 2025 West Coast Championship, so they have come a long way. Tomlinson returning from overseas, so it's good to have him back in the red and white.
Yes, Tofuri. There he is. There's that show and go I was talking about. Needs to put a 1 in front of that 2, Tofiti. Get him in the midfield. Kagi. Tofiti again. Show and go. West Coast building now. 30 out. Burgess finds Kearns. Wide. Parker. Valval. Setting up Gibbons. Another strong carry. Can he get that knee to ground? No. Munn. Burgess. Tofiti again. There's your skipper. Lloyd. Short side. Tries the kick. Oh, he's put it down. Pressure on King Country now.
So they're going to kick it, Joe. So they're gonna
Trapped in that far right hand corner.
kick it.
Jen Stearden trying to direct traffic. Box. Finds touch. 22 out. That is a positive for West Coast.
Yeah, absolutely. Bit of an aimless kick there from Munn, but dropped at the back there, and a bit of confusion from the Rams. They managed to scramble and get it out on the 22. West Coast attacking line out with Tofiti to throw.
Yeah, that was an interesting play by Munn. I don't know if they'd identified something there, but again, the luck went to West Coast, spilling the beans, King Country, and putting themselves under pressure. Tofiti goes long, finds the big Arnie Gibbons. Tofiti again, wrapping around. The West Coast big men looking to go to work here. Valval. Good carry. Kagi, a try scorer. Takes one through the middle. Can he get to ground? He's still going, Kagi. He's reached out.
And it's a try.
Malachi Kagi, the boy from Blaketown, he has got himself a double. Let's have a look here.
Yeah, he scrambled there, mate, and it looks like he's reached right out. They thought they had him in King Country, but managed to get that big arm out there, get the try about a metre right of the post there. Yeah.
Yeah, referee Will Todd was right there on the spot. The King Country lads could have been calling for a potential double movement, but the try stands right in front. Burgess, this is well within his range. He'll be looking to knock this over.
Yeah, I remember watching him on Blake Street there, doing something similar there. He's an absolutely fantastic player for the Blaketown rugby team.
And I'm on a close-up of the kicker. Yeah.
Just seeing down there the Impact team, a big sponsor there for the West Coast rugby team. They've brought about 16 guys down for a bit of a function down here and a soiree on the West Coast. So good to see them.
Yes, Burgess knocks that one over. So West Coast move out to 12, King Country 8, 7 to go in this first half. It has been an entertaining half of footy. 2 tries to 1 with a couple of penalties.
12-8 to West Coast.
And really hanging in the balance here. Stewart gets us back underway. Goes long again. Burgess. He finds touch. Up on the halfway.
He's having a solid game there, Cameron Burgess, on debut. He's peeling a few metres back for the coast, which I'm so sure those forwards are appreciating.
Yeah, he's controlling things well, Cameron Burgess.
Bit of confusion there from the West Coast line out, not knowing who's in, who's out.
Rowlands finds his man in the midfield, Malamosi. There's Ryan, he's carried well, but he's met by strong Arnie Gibbons. Same way out the back, good defence. They've stretched them here. Patterson, he's looking dangerous with ball in hand. The big Dunster carrying strong. Good momentum. Heading midfield. Oh, that's a big shot off the ball by Lloyd. Spreading wide. The dangerous Malamosi. West Coast defence holding strong. Have they got a turnover? No. Picked and through. Oh! Nordstrom puts it down, but they're coming back for a penalty. An intentional knockdown. About 30 out. 3 in from touch. It'll be interesting to see what the King Country team does here.
Yeah, we've got about 4 minutes of gameplay left until the half. So it'll be interesting to see if they're going to take the 3 or they're going to drive. The Rams forwards are absolutely taking it to the West Coast team. It seems that when they spread it wide, they're just losing the pill. So we'll see if they're going to keep it in the forwards for this last part of the first half.
Yeah, they have a very strong pack, King Country. They found touch just inside their 22. Coast looking to disrupt this one. Well taken by Takahu. It's at the back. Rowlands has it. Malamosi. Wide. The danger man, Patterson. And Coast have a turnover. Again, just as you were mentioning, Al, they are getting caught short out wide. They do look dangerous, but West Coast are there and they pounce. And that's a fantastic turnover.
Forwards making a sigh of relief there in the red. Yeah, they just seem to be moving away from that pack, which I think is their strength. And yeah, bit of a turnover there, and West Coast will be very happy with that. About 3 minutes to go to a half.
Burgess, that's a great touch finder. Getting his boys up just before the halfway line. 3 minutes to play. West Coast will be looking to pounce. They've had good momentum. They look good with ball in hand. The Samaki brothers. Tofidi finds the front. There's Lloyd. Rolling around, they come back. Oh! It's the man we've been talking. Mitchell Gibson just spills it. King Country, good skill by their big boys out wide. But referee Will Todd has deemed a slight forward pass, so they'll come back for the knock on. King Country scrum, 40 out in front.
Yeah, not what West Coast wanted here. With about 2.5 minutes. It'll be interesting to see if King Country are going to suck it in and just set the platform a little bit more for the West Coast, for the Rams backs to attack. Just a scrum on the West Coast 10 metre line. King Country ball.
2 minutes to go in this first half. Christian Gentstetten. Good solid scrum by King Country. They come the short side. Wrapping around. Patterson again with ball in hand. He beats 2. Lloyd comes over. Has he got it? King Country marching well into the 22 now. They're big boys. Will they get to work? Oh. Well picked up by Ryan. Oh, hands on the ground. It's a penalty.
Yeah, Taufuri unlucky there. He did have it there, but he just lost his feet there. And yeah, fair call from the referee there.
It's a rare mistake by Gentstetten. Pass just a touch low, but it invited Taufuri to attempt the steal. His hands touched the ground, and those kind of errors do not get passed by referee Will Todd.
Logan Patterson looking absolutely electric out on that right wing there. Every time he's getting the ball, something's happening.
He is indeed. He, as you mentioned, Al, he just needs a little bit more support on that edge. But with ball in hand, he's beating defenders. Here's Headley. Right in front. Pops one over. West Coast 12, King Country 11 now.
Yeah, not really what West Coast wanted after getting that that penalty and that turnover. Just a drop ball there, a rare mistake there from Mitchell Gibson, giving King Country 3 heading into this break.
Yeah, correct, Al. Couple couple of small errors that are just costing West Coast at the moment. They are looking really good. They just need to get those out of the game, and I'm sure Coach Jared Mitchell will address that in his halftime talk. Time is up. We may be into the final play. Cameron Burgess.
Guys, so I'm going to stay on.
Will he go long?
And then you cut Angie, follow the ball.
Oh, Valval putting himself in a dangerous position there. He's claiming he went up for it, but you do have to look after that man in the air.
Yeah, it's something that the referee's just not putting up with now in today's game. Any dangerous players in the air, you've got to be showing a genuine attempt to go for the ball.
Yeah, that's spot on, and he has stayed down. I'm not sure who that is for King Country. He's getting to his feet now. It's Peter Takahu in the headgear. Taking a drink, collecting themselves. Will they tap and kick it out and take the trailing by 1 point King Country? Or are they going to try and put it down there and peg the lead back heading into the break?
I think they'll take it out and then go to drinks. No, they're not. They'll take the line out. So they're ready to attack, bring it to West Coast.
They'll back themselves. It's a good touch finder. .45 out. Rowlands, an experienced skipper. Not straight.
Free kick to West Coast. Taufuri King to run.
And Taufuri completed just what we thought King Country may do. Tap and kick. West Coast are your halftime leaders, 12-11 in this round one Bunnings Warehouse Heartland fixture. And if we take a look at some scores from around the 2020-25 Bunnings Heartland Championship, Thames Valley have gone down to Mid Canterbury, 50 points to 34. North Otago have gone down to Wanganui, 39 to 21. And South Canterbury, the ever strong South Canterbury, have beaten Wairarapa-Bush 50 to 29. We're going to take a break here from John Sturgeon Park. It has been a pleasure bringing you the first half. We will be back in around 5 minutes' time to bring you coverage of the second half of this round one fixture.
Okay, sweet as. Okay, that was pretty good. What changes disposal of them? Yeah. Do you wanna cut back to me, and I'll go wide, and I'll zoom out and go wide. Yeah, then I'll try and miss the shot. And space away? Yeah. Sorry, mate.
exciting.
I can warm it up. What about now? I think we should go forward. I think we should use both cameras. I think we should marriage them both up, and then because it's so because one's so much. Yeah, and then I think that'll definitely. So it's still too cold. I think moving forward, just use the they'll be the same. They'll definitely be the same.
You can't hear me with that mic. Huh? You can't hear me with the mic on my shout, I'm going to leave it off. And then I go talking and I hold it up.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. Let's do that. Yeah, I'll go a tight on No, you can't. I'll just zoom in. That. Also, I need to come back wider and filming action because unless we keep, we probably need to bring the engine a little bit tighter. Yeah. So, and just come along with Patterson to Joe says that's it, and then we'll try and move it in that time. And if that doesn't, if you feel like Joe, if Andy's getting too tight, just pull out again, get in support. Whatever. Do we drop out? What are we on, Joe? What are we streaming? Okay, Ian's going to one shot. Coming in. Where's my boots?
On both sides. Sorry, both sides have made their way back out onto the field now. An exciting first half. West Coast leading 12. King Country 11. Alan Monk, who have been your standouts so far?
For West Coast, Cameron Burgess and Mitchell Gibson have really impressed me on debut. And again, Troy Tulfrey as well, leading from the front. He's played an excellent game so far. For the King Country side, Tom Ryan, absolutely. That Peter Takaho, Christian Gent Standen, absolutely playing fantastic as well. And that Logan Patterson on the right wing, he's been electric again.
Yeah, Logan Patterson with ball in hand.
What would have you said to the guys at half time if you were in the West Coast changing rooms here, Nick?
Yeah, well, I think that West Coast left edge, they're getting caught out on that left side, so getting those combinations there through Booker and really controlling that defensive effort. In the second half, we're underway. There it is that Parker.
Just tell me if you're going to do graphics and then I'll just follow him. Okay.
Coast. Find Burgess. Doesn't find touch. King Country bringing back. Stewart caught. Coast coming through. Good counter ruck. Disturbing that ball. Big man for King Country. Here's the captain Rowlands. Under advantage here, King Country. They go wide through Malamosi. He spills it. But referee Will Todd will bring it back. Penalty in front, 30 out, Al.
Yeah, another strong start into the second half from King Country there. Spreading it wide, finding the West Coast lacking wide, and again refusing to go for the 3 points and opting for the corner. Be interesting to see if this pays off.
Yeah, similar to the first half, King Country have come out strong. Not finding touch there, and West Coast get it away. That's a great clearance and a mistake by Jonty Stewart, relieving the pressure.
Yeah, those 3 points are crucial at this level. They've turned down a lot of points, the Rams.
Yeah, that is an interesting call by King Country. Down by 1. They are playing into a slight breeze, but 38, you think that would be bread and butter for a man of Patrick Headley's abilities. But here we go, Malamosi through the middle. He's a strong runner. Taken well by Tofari. Tips on the big man. A lot of skill in this King Country pack. Turnover. Your try scorer, Malachi. Parker goes long. That's a good clearance. Puts it right into the King Country 22, but they're going to choose to run. Here's Headley. Comes the short side. Good numbers by Coast. There's the big man, Natai. Inside ball. Strong run by Foot. Disrupting again, Coast, good counter ruck.
Lucky to come away with it, King Country.
Yeah, that's good pressure by Coast. King Country choosing to run it from this middle third. Jen Snedden. There's that man we spoke about in the first half. Patterson looking dangerous again. Coast with a turnover. Again, looking to toss that. Try their hand in that middle third, King Country. Not coming away with it. Coast approaching halfway. Tip on. Tofari. Tomlinson takes it in. Oh, disrupted there, Munn. King Country back on attack. Here we go, Malamosi. He's strong with ball in hand. Comes free though, that's a knock on. Samaki picks up the spills. Coast go down that far edge.
Yeah, rare mistake there from Malamosi. I think they're going to come back for the knock on there.
They will indeed. I think just got a hand to it. There was good defence by West Coast, but again, just as they seem to be getting back into it and on top, mistakes are starting to creep in for the West Coast team.
Yeah, unusual mistake there from Jin Ho Man, just a poor pass there, but he has having a great game on debut out of the Kiwi rugby team, which is south of Greymouth there in Hokitika.
Yeah, Benny Valval slow to get to his feet here, just being assisted by the medics.
There's Nick Muir there. You can see squirting the water on Valval's back there. He's our major sponsor here, the Versatile Homes out of Hokitika there.
Yeah, thank you to the team again at Versatile West Coast for allowing us to be here and bringing you this coverage of West Coast and King Country in the Bunnings Warehouse Heartland Championship.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, our Paraa Hotel, a major sponsor of the West Coast rugby team. We're taking the third half down to the Paraa Hotel. So love to see you supporters down there and hopefully celebrate a West Coast win.
That's a fantastic plug, and the beers are always cold at Paraa Hotel. Disrupted there, back to the action. West Coast getting the turnover, getting the scrum feed right on halfway. This is their first real attacking chance in the second half. Holding on to that 1 point lead.
Bit of an arm wrestle in this first 5 minutes of the game, for 10 minutes of the game. No one really capturing this second half. It'll be interesting to see what happens from the scrum here to West Coast. Any changes from the teams there? You can see Dennis Andrew Rees on there at prop for the King Country side.
Yes, I see that. I don't know if that's through injury, but Tom Ryan, who had an outstanding first half, has come to the sideline, and Dennis Andrews Peters has replaced him.
Can't see any changes for the West Coast team there.
No, they have entered the second half with the same side as the first. Here we go. Lloyd takes it off the back, marches into his own half. Munn. Here's that man from the first half, Mitchell Gibson, with another strong carry. Here he is.
That was Gibson there. Arnie Gibbons carrying it up just before that.
Out the back, Burgess goes wide. Valval, good skill. Parker back inside to Valval. Was it Ford? Yes, it was. I've called it back. That's great play by West Coast down that left-hand edge. Parker looking dangerous, and Valval unlucky the final pass. Let's have a look.
Yeah, Valval there. Absolutely fantastic. Freeing the arms up there, but unlucky just in front of the fullback there, Kane Parker, who returned the pass, and Valval unlucky.
Yeah, West Coast again looking dangerous with ball in hand, playing in the right areas of the field. King Country down just outside their 22 with the scrum feed. Experienced gent stand, and he's having a fantastic game.
Yeah, King Country will need to take a ruck here before they kick it out, or they won't kick it out in full. Here they go.
Malamossi carrying the midfield. Setting up now. Jen Stearden directing his troops. Just outside, goes high. It's Parker. No, it's Burgess rather. Steps back inside, goes on the short side. This is a good run by Burgess. It's been collected high, playing under advantage. Can Coast use this? Munn. Tofuri. Inside, Lloyd. Strong carry, busts through Lloyd. Munn again. Tomlinson out the back. Samaki trips over his own speed. They go again to his brother. Issei Samaki, can he get his hand free? No. Coast inside their 22 now. Hold on attack. Kofuri gets the ball. Lloyd. Out wide, Parker. Ball in two hands. Shows, carries. Can he get over? Yes, he can. Kane Parker over on that left-hand edge. He's had a couple of good touches in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. Kane Parker dotting down there. It looks like that the West Coast players are managing to free up the arms and getting the offload. I think that the King Country just need to bring their tackle height down and maybe put them to the ground rather than trying to go for the ball.
And those Kiwi fans, as happy as they will be by seeing Kane Parker go over there, you may have seen Sean McClure involved in that play. So he has come on, I believe, on the left wing, getting his hands on the ball early, Sean McClure.
Yeah, Sean McClure, another journeyman there from the Kiwi rugby team. I think he's looking like he's in a 90 games so far for West Coast. So some good experience coming on there with McClure.
I'm going to stay on here, Joe. So you cut to that truth for right up.
Burgess, about 10 in from touch. Good strike. Just pushes it to the right. So Coast extend their lead. 17, King Country 11, 53 minutes gone in this game.
Yeah, not what King Country wanted there. Coast scoring first after half time.
Yeah, again, similar story to that first half. King Country coming out strong, hot on attack. Just too many mistakes creeping into their game. Stewart goes long, finds Burgess with a easy clearance, plenty of time, and he pushes it up there, just short of halfway.
Yeah, King Country will want to capitalise on this attacking opportunity here. They won't want to go down inside the West Coast 22 without coming away with points this time.
Rowlands finds Foot. Gent standing. Rowlands again. King Country, their big pack getting to work now. Foot again. Bumps off one, bumps off two. Malachi trying to hold him up there. Samaki rather. It's Natai. Gent standing. Going wide. Oh, the dangerous Malamosi with ball in hand finds the offload. Might have been a hand in there by Coast. Gent standing again, rallying the troops. Good carry. The new man, Andrews Peters, marching inside the 40. Getting trapped in the centre of the field here, King Country. Coast trying to counter-ruck through Malachi. Kagi. Ford coming back for the advantage. Offside.
Looks like King Country just trying to push a pass one too far. I think if they just take the tackle, I think West Coast won't appreciate them recycling the ball. It just seems like they're trying to score off every play, which I just don't think's the best thing they should be doing at the moment. It looks like they're going to turn down the 3 once again and go for the corner. Interesting tactic.
Yeah, absolutely, Al. Stewart points to the corner. Puts it down there, King Country. They do have a big pack. They're utilising them, but West Coast defence has been fantastic throughout the first 56 minutes of this match. They're really disrupting King Country, especially out wide.
Looks like we've got a sub coming on.
Al's having a look out the back window for us.
It looks like 9. Jin Hong coming off. Can't confirm that yet.
Rowlands, a little bit scrappy again, but he comes down with it. King Country inside the 22, short side. Oh, he's over that. Valval. That's a great turnover. Benny Valval. And Burgess finds touch, relieves a little bit of pressure, but King Country still in the 22, hot on attack. That's a great play by Benny Valval.
Yeah, looks like Jin Ho Mun has come off, had an absolutely fantastic game on debut. I think we've got Josh Burgess that's coming on. I'm not sure if they're any relation, Josh and Cameron Burgess, or not.
No, but it's going to test our commentary skills with 9-10. Both Burgesses here. Storming through the middle and another turnover. Burgess, Cameron that is, comes out with it. Boots it down into open pasture. Headley steps inside. Patterson. King Country. Boys still getting behind the ball. Coast applying the pressure here. Gents stand and they still want to play with it, King Country. Wide. Oh no, loose ball. On the ground, that's an interesting call. Kagi comes up with it.
Yeah, I think Kagi playing, no, it was Malamosi playing it on the ground, I think.
Indeed, thought I saw that. Malamosi on the ground.
The Rams will be kicking themselves again, turning down the 3, and again coming away with no points. It's really building pressure for the King Country side, and they're going to have to start taking risks if they want to keep themselves into this match.
So Al, can you just clarify what that ruling was when Malamosi is on the ground and there's a loose ball?
Yeah, I think once you're on the ground, you're out of the game, and so I think the ball come to him, and naturally he just played at the ball, and then, yeah, West Coast penalty.
Spot on there, Al. Good kick by Burgess, puts it right on the 5. Tofari will be throwing in. I'm sure the West Coast will look to their maul. This big, tiring King Country pack. Oh, he's gone long. Tofari relieves the pressure again. King Country come down with it. Go back, Stewart. Touch finder. But he hasn't found touch, and he's found Kagi. He's already got 2 today, the big man. That's a great run back inside the 22. Oh, couple of sprigs floating there, but yeah, he couldn't get out of the way.
Not rolling away. West Coast ball. We'll be interested to see what they do here.
Absolutely. Who's that at the bottom there?
Tofo's saying, give it to me this time. Hopefully he hits the button. He's missed one. Unusual for him. Just get it from his son, the ball boy there. Young Ali Tofari.
Yeah, I'll give a shout out to young Ali's mullet. That is fantastic to see.
I'm not sure if that would be legal in other parts of the country, that mullet.
Tofari this time gets it right. Finds his skipper Lloyd. And it's back with Tofari. The big boy's getting to work now. Goes down, but it's there for Burgess. Finds Samaki, good carry. He's through, Samaki still going. Just short. Burgess, Tofari again. Pokes his nose through, Tofari. Oh, he's over. Was there a slight knock on? No. Fantastic work. Valval. He was down moments ago. Let's take a look, Al.
Yeah, Benny Valval, well-deserved try. He's had a few breaks and playing a fantastic game. It looked like there was a bit of a knock on, but I think it just went to his feet there. He managed to pick it up very skillfully and get the ball over the line. That there's a crucial try for the West Coast team. Troy Telford again, white line fever. He's hungry for a dot.
Yeah, isn't he ever, Troy Tofari? He gets plenty though. And that found the mark on that second line out throw, went to the maul. Fantastic play by West Coast, rolling around the corner, and Benny Valval, the big lock out of the West Club in Hokitika.
On debut as well, I think. No, maybe not.
Burgess knocks it over from in front. Extends the West Coast lead. 24-11 now after 62 minutes.
Yeah, King Country made to pay the price there, turning down 3. You just can't do it at this level.
Yeah, as you mentioned, a couple of opportunities for King Country. Turn them down. Goes short. It's a good take by King Country. It's that man again, Patterson. He's having a blinder.
No, holding here, coach. Holding here, coach. Holding here, coach.
There's Cornelius Payner. In the midfield, Nordstorm. He's had a quiet game. Good carries now, rolling through the middle, King Country. Those big men going to work. Sorry, that's Isaac Griffin, the new man on.
Making a quick impact.
Good D again, holding tight here, West Coast. This is Nordstrom. That's the man we were excited to see. Here he is. Headley slips through, finds the offload, and Logan Patterson gets reward for a fantastic 63 minutes so far. King Country, let's have a look, Al.
Yeah, Logan Patterson there with the meat pie. Absolutely fantastic break there from Patrick Headley and a really skillful offload there. Logan Patterson, he's been there all day and well deserved.
Yeah, Logan Patterson continuing to look dangerous in that great little run there by Patrick Headley. Puts King Country right back into this game. 16-24 with a kick to come. Patrick Headley, 15 in from touch.
Yeah, Headley's played fantastic at the back there. Let's see if he can bring the King Country side back into this game with the extra 2.
Straight through. Patrick Headley adds the extras. King Country 18, West Coast 24. 15 minutes left in this round 1 fixture. And I can report to you that our neighbours Bulla have gone down up there in the Horowhenua. Horowhenua Kapiti 59, Bulla 14.
Yeah, that's a real shame for the Bulla side.
Oh yeah.
Burgess.
Goes long again. Malamosi. Strong carry outside his 22. Jen Standen. Finds the new man, Andrew Peters. Oh, fumble. Jen Standen under pressure. West Coast. They're going to look to take one in here. Griffin. With the headband. Good pressure by Coast. Box here, midfield. Gets the bounce. That's McClure. West Coast, 40 out. Burgess. Finds Tofuri. He's had a stormer of a game. Troy Tofuri. Burgess going wide here. Samaki pushes one out to his brother. Naki. Back through the middle. Gibson. He's had a strong game. Burgess spots a gap. Pokes his nose through. Up to the 40. Here go West Coast. Getting some phases together now. Tomlinson finds Parker out wide. 30 out. Slow ball on the edge. Tofuri show and go. Spots a gap. Finds a skipper, Lloyd.
Lloyd just looked like he was taken a bit early there. Has the referee got it? No, he's going back.
finds something else. He finds a high shot, potentially on Troy Toferty, but we've mentioned it a couple of times here. That show and go. Troy Toferty is having an outstanding game.
Yeah, he's been selling it for years. I'm not sure why oppositions haven't been picking up on that, but yeah, no, he's playing fantastically, and a good offload to Gordy Lloyd. Lloyd having a really strong game there. He seems to be always in the right side in the right position, and his defence has been excellent as well. Also, we've got a new man onto the field. It looks like it's Tassi Sione, I think, coming out of the West team, out of the West club for West Coast there.
Tassi Sione, I see Logan Winter out there as well. Number 19 for Coast. Here they go, set to that maul. 6 out, driving strong. The ball's in the back with Toferty. Samaki gets hitting a good shot. Burgess waiting for those troops to roll around. Kearns. Gibbons with a strong run. The West Coast pack going to work now.
Gibson there.
Gibbons again. King Country looking short on that edge. Burgess shows, slides through and goes over in the corner.
Yeah, well deserved there. Some great play, some build up there from the West Coast forwards through Arnold Gibbons there and Mitchell Gibson as well. And then Burgess over in the corner there. A well deserved try from him on debut. He's played a fantastic game.
Absolutely, he's steered the ship for this West Coast side. Coast just rolling around the corner. King Country just putting too many numbers there. Burgess spots that. And the new man, Josh Burgess, swings it back. And he is over in the corner. 29-18 now in favour of West Coast.
Another new rule coming in for the 2025 season, which we would see in the international fixtures, but conversion kicks must be taken within 60 seconds. There's no shot clock, but I'm sure that the referee is keeping track of that.
It's a great nudge by Cameron Burgess. Adds the extras. West Coast 31, King Country 18. 10 minutes to play.
Just see a few West Coast stalwarts, ex-players in the background there. Brogan Watt there, looks like the summer's been kind to him. A few other people there. Sam King. He looks like he hasn't changed much.
It's good to see the crowd growing. Oh, Lloyd pokes his nose through. King Country managed to get a hand on that ball and it comes free. Playing under advantage. Here we go. What can they produce here? There's the big number 8. Dunster. On halfway. Andrews Peters with a fantastic mullet. Nordstrom gives it to that man. Patterson. Fighting in there. Oh, big hit. Kearns coming off his line. Again, Coast pushing King Country back. Griffin. Samaki gets a hand to it, but it's been deemed to go forward. Good carry, King Country over halfway now. Down that right-hand edge. Headley. It's been held up there. But he gets it away to Malamosi. No halfback for King Country. Jen Stearden gets there. Flying off his line. Who's that for Coast? Tassi Sione. Great halfback skills there by Andrew Peters.
Referee calling back for a penalty there. Offside, I think. I think it was Samaki there running out of this line. He looks like an absolute scud missile there, aiming at the feet of the King Country side. King Country with no other choice but to go for the corner there. they're going to need 7 points here if they want any chance of staying in this game. Looks like some new artillery coming on in the May of 23? Regan Gent Stanton, the brother of Christian Gent Stanton.
Absolutely, Regan, the younger brother there.
Subbing his brother off, I think.
King Country going wide. Got to be the next to score here. Patterson, dangerous as ever. Wrapped up there by Parker. Back to the midfield through the big Dunster. Griffin. A couple of good touches since coming on.
That's a new man there. Mossy Barravilla. Sorry. Is he reaching for his pocket? The referee? No.
Penalties are starting to creep in now. West Coast have to be careful here. Holding a 13-point lead. 7 to go. Referee Will Todd is having a word to Geordie Lloyd. And Geordie Lloyd's just going to pass that on to his troops.
I think that'll be the West Coast final warning before referee will look for his pocket.
Stuart finds touch on the 22.
So we've got another sub there coming on. 17 for West Coast. Mitchell Tapp taking off, I think, what looks like Tyler Kearns. Mitchell Tapp out of the Southwestern Rugby Club.
It's great to see Southwestern boy in there. Southwestern, a real cornerstone club of West Coast Rugby. They put in a big effort week in, week out, travelling up from all the way down there. So it's great to see Mitchell Tapp out there. Here we go, King Country rolling into the 22 now. Andrew Peters. Totally putting in the big hits. Short side. Oh, what a ball. Caleb Foote gets it away, but it's been deemed to have gone forward, so they will come back for the penalty. No arms. I believe that was Tofati.
West Coast lucky to get away without a card there. Repetitive infringement. That must be their last warning.
They've called for the scrum, King Country. So we'll go to this pack with a lot of fresh faces in there.
I'm sure they'll be looking now for Logan Patterson, who's been an absolute demon in the back line there, to bring them back into this game. They're going to need 2 converted tries to get back into this.
Absolutely. 8.5 minutes on the game clock out there on the field. 5.5 on ours. And speaking of Logan Patterson, I see him lining up there behind the scrum, so watch out. They will be looking to get the ball in his hands.
If I left, I'll just... No, probably because he just shot to be wide,
And I'll mention now, stick around after the final whistle. We will be heading out to catch up with a couple of the players to get their thoughts on today's game and also the season ahead.
Barravilla taking it in.
Good carry. There's that man Patterson. Ball in 2 hands. Beats a defender. Kagi wraps him up though out wide. Jen Standard finds the replacement Hooker Robinson. Coast again continuing to hold tight through their defence. Robinson again. Tap trying to push through there. Puts it to toe. That's Nordstrom. And Burgess is back there to cover. Fantastic work. Pops it down. That'll be a goal line dropout. West Coast lucky to survive that.
Looks like Troy Telford down there making a tactical looking at his, looks like he's going through a bit of cramp there. West Coast won't be making much of a hurry to go back. I think the referee's saying play on.
So Burgess instructed to get on with it. He goes long. Halfway midfield. King Country bringing it back. Go wide. Through Henry. Back up to the 22. And again, King Country looking to move it well now. There's that man. Baravilala. Robinson. He's been in the thick of it since coming on. Dunster. Couple of hard carries. Turnover by Coast. Here we go. He's broken away. I think that
Tasi Soni
with no number. He's making it tough on us. Tap through the middle. He gets the ball away. Winter. Oh, they've called it back. Well, Logan Winter scored a try very similar 2 weeks ago against Buller, and I thought he was in again. But referee Will Todd has called it back. I'm not sure what for, Alan.
No, I can't quite see where that's calling a sub. It must have been a forward pass or a knock on or something.
Yeah, I think that ball might have come forward out of Tap's hand.
Jack Rea and Quinn Johnson coming on, both out of the Kiwi club as well. Jack Rea, fantastic young player. This is Quinn Johnson.
Yeah, Quinn replacing his Kiwi teammate Troy Tofuri.
No, I don't think it's Troy. I think it might be potentially number 8, maybe Good Lloyd.
Spy. Here we go, King Country time running out. Stewart goes wide, Nordstrom. Headley, he's looked dangerous. Pokes his nose through. And West Coast just pushing them to the sideline. Testing their hand there, King Country making good meters, but ultimately West Coast. Defense is holding strong here.
At the end of the last minute, West Coast will be just counting down the clock.
Will Todd has just called time, so I'll take a moment to just let everybody out there know that next week West Coast will be heading up north to face East Coast, and then they have another North Island trip the following week against Wanganui, but they will be back here at John Sturgeon Park round 4 against Warapabush. Host going wide. Kagi looking for 3. Puts it on the toe. Has it found touch? Yes.
Yeah, and I think West Coast will come away with 5 points here, having 4 tries. The bonus point. King Country taking a quick one. Looking for the electric man, Logan Patterson, to do something.
Yeah, Patterson shaped a kick. I think he had one eye on the clock and realised he needed to keep ball in hand here. Country will be trying to peg one back and at least get a bonus point out of this game. Always tough, the travelling conditions for Heartland sides. King Country straight after this game, they'll be back on the bus, heading up to Westport to catch their flight back up north. And a penalty given, again no arms in the tackle. King Country take this quick. Nordstrom finds Stewart, goes wide to Headley. Met in a big tackle by Lloyd. Oh, mistake. Winter, oh, he got denied moments ago. Not this time.
Yeah, look at this. Logan Winter pouncing on the loose ball there. He couldn't believe his luck. Ball bouncing up, and what a try. He will be loving it.
The experienced man, Logan Winter, I believe made his debut back in 2014. He's been a real stalwart of this West Coast province over the years, and he is well deserving of a 5-pointer.
Yeah, King Country will be going away from this game and wondering what happened. They were there the whole way through. I don't think that the scoreline is going to reflect the effort they've put in today, and they will come away with no points down here at John Sturgeon Park, or they'll be disappointed in.
Yeah, absolutely, Al. They started both halves so well, King Country, showing so much promise as Burgess knocks it over. Looks like there's still some time on the clock, so they'll head back. West Coast do extend their lead to 37. King Country 18.
Okay, we're going to get to two.
There we go, Stewart. Well taken over there. Claw. Into the final minute now. Toe footy.
Yeah, conversions too.
West Coast. Turnover. It's spat out on the King Country side. They're going to go wide. Patterson. Kagi. Over. Is it legal? Couple of hands in there. Not seen by the officials. That's tap driving through. This is good counter-rucking by West Coast in the last minute, and they've turned it over. Quinn Johnson comes away with it. It's Burgess to Burgess. Samaki. Coast keep it alive. And Cameron Burgess says, I've had enough. And that is it. Referee Will Todd blows full time. West Coast start their 2025 Bunnings Warehouse Heartland Championship off with a victory, 38-18 over the travelling King Country Rams. Al, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's an impressive performance from the West Coast team there. That would be a big scoreline compared to the close contest they had last year in the final in the Lahore Cup there. King Country will be disappointed that they didn't come away with anything, let alone the win. I think that the forwards there set a really good platform for the King Country team to capitalise on points. They didn't quite come away with anything when they had the opportunity to, and that's what I think was their downfall today.
Absolutely, Al. King Country getting the spoils over West Coast in both encounters last season. So West Coast turning the table and starting their 2025 campaign with a fantastic victory, 38-18. We're going to take a little break here, but it has been fantastic having you join us. Stick around and we will head out onto the field to catch up with a couple of the players. I'll take this moment to thank you, Alan Monk, for joining me here today.
Yeah, thanks very much, Nick. That was awesome. Enjoyed it. I think we had about 400 or 500 people on the stream. So thank you to all those people that have come watch, and we'll see you in about 2 or 3 weeks for the next one. Cheers.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm just here with King Country captain Liam Rowlands. I know you got a fucking busy. Yeah, I'm just here with King Country skipper Liam Rowlands. Welcome back. I'm here with King Country skipper Liam Rowlands. Liam, you got off to a good start in both halves, but unfortunately that one just got away from you. What could you put that down to?
Yeah, just lack of consistency, I think. There was phases where maybe 10 minutes would put some good structure together, and then would drop our lips, and West Coast will get a roll on. And look, when they get a roll on, they make it look easy, and they're scoring in them corners quite regularly there.
Yeah, you've got a big pack that you're working behind and a couple of exciting players through Logan Patterson and Headley out there. Are they something you're going to continue to utilise throughout the rest of the season?
Yeah, for sure. We just need to fine-tune that connection, right? Again, it's a little bit clunky. First game, there shouldn't be any excuses. We've had all the prep we sort of need, but then coming down here and then throwing four or five phases together, we need to get out into them double digits and not push them 50-50s and start throwing the ball away.
Absolutely, and obviously Heartland Rugby, travel conditions are tough. I see you're back on the plane tonight, heading back up to the King Country. Next week at home, what's going to need to change for that game?
Yep, no, we'll have to look ahead to the home game. It's always tough coming down here on down to West Coast. I think it was a couple of years ago we did the same thing. First game of the round, and we got humbled pretty quick. So we've got to get back on that horse. We've got to be that clarity, that consistency, all the sort of cliches. But at the end of the day, we just need to be better.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for joining us, Liam, and all the best for the rest of the season.
Awesome. Cheers. Thank you. Easy.
Thanks, mate. Thank you. Has it? Yeah. I have. Oh yeah. Hey bud, how you doing? It's Gordy, eh?
Yeah,
Gordy Lloyd.
Gordy,
yeah. I'm here with West Coast skipper Gordy Lord. Gordy, fantastic start to your 2025 campaign. What do you think went well for the boys today?
I think we just carried the ball up front and we muscled up on front really well and was able to get over the game line. Capitalised going out wide. We've got some great talent out there, so really good to capitalise out there and throw the ball around.
Absolutely. So you mentioned on that talent out wide, you got Malachi out there and the Samaki brothers in the centres. I'm sure you're planning to utilise them throughout the rest of the season.
Yes, use them as a key around getting it wide, and then muscle up through the forwards will be going good.
Yeah. And first game here at home, what's it like playing in front of the local West Coast crowd?
Oh, it's always good playing against the home crowd. The Sturge it's a fortress for us, and we love it here. So it's always good to get the crowd here and back behind us. It's good.
Absolutely. Well, thanks, Gordy. Cheers. All the best for the rest of the 2025 season.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
West Coast will be back here at John Sturgeon Park in round 4 against Wairarapa Bush. But next week, they are off up north to face East Coast. So we wish them the best. Thanks for joining in to our live stream, and we will see you next time. Mistakes. I think I mentioned the BS coach strictly told not to. We'll see if I can next time.
Joe, that's us, mate.